All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, man. Today, Stephen Silas finally decided to suspend Christian Wood and Kevin Porter Jr. for their erratic behavior the other day. I mean, I guess it took them long enough. I'm, not surprised one bit that both of them got suspended. They both should be suspended. Before we go any further into this video, guys, if you enjoy it, you like daily Houston Rockets content, well, you've come to the right place. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Christian Wood's situation scares me a lot more. Just because of value. They both suck in their own regards, and let me tell you why. So Christian Wood, this year I flipped the switch and I'm thinking, Christian Wood probably isn't really going to be a part of our future. But in the meantime, let's see what he's about. Maybe he can turn into a star some way, somehow, maybe. Just kind of remaining hopeful that, maybe something can happen, or at the very least that the Rockets were going to get some value back for him when they did decide to trade him. Well, now his value's all but plummeted. Who would want a headache like this? A guy who's refusing to test in the COVID window, and then a player who's refusing to sub into a 22-point game. I mean, we're acting like 22 points isn't comebackable. If I was a Golden State Warriors and I saw 22 points at half, I'm thinking we are still in the game. If you gave up 77 points, I understand that, but you also scored 55. It's not that bad. The Rockets came back from a bigger deficit just a couple of weeks ago. I mean, they scored 44 points in the fourth quarter. So it's more of, Christian Wood, I hate your demeanor. I hate your fucking lazy ass attitude. You're being extremely disrespectful right now. You're making James Harden seem like a fucking prince. It's embarrassing. This is the guy that we wanted to build around? Absolutely not. I don't want a basketball player on my team who's refusing to sub into a basketball game in any way, shape, or form. It's not that hard to ask for. I cannot believe there are still Christian Wood supporters out there saying, we still need to build around. We still need to build around. He doesn't want to play for you. He doesn't want to play for you. He can go fuck himself. That's what the same vibe was for James Harden. We have all these lame-ass Rocket fans sitting on their damn knees, sucking these players off when they're not giving them shit. Christian Wood has been nothing but disrespectful this entire basketball season. He's being disrespectful to the fans. He's being disrespectful to his teammates, to his coaching staff. Who has the audacity to not sub into a basketball game? What are you, LeBron James? If it wasn't for us, you wouldn't even be starting on a basketball team right now, man. Stay humble, Christian Wood. You're acting like 16 and 10's all that impressive on your dog shit shooting. You're the worst free throw percent shooter in the NBA right now who is eligible, and you're refusing to sub into basketball games? Well, I'm gonna refuse to put you into the game, you fucking piece of shit. I mean, all that was aggressive, but geez, dude, I can't believe there's still so much love for Christian Wood in Rockets Nation. I don't understand it. Unless I'm missing something. You don't want to play? Fuck you. I'll trade him for a bag of chips right now. Get this cancer off the team, man. Get him off the team. Whatever you got to do. Get a first-round pick. Do what you got to do. Get Jalen Smith from Phoenix. Get a first-round pick and just end the deal, man. That's all I'm looking for at this point. Christian Wood, dead to me. All right, Kevin's different. Kevin's a lot different because there's a lot of different situations here. First off, he's fighting demons. I know a lot of us can relate to Kevin Porter Jr. and, mental health issues. Apparently, he got told he wasn't going to start in the second half, so he left. And when the second half started, he was still in the arena, which is good. He was extremely apologetic, which is good. My only concern with Kevin Porter Jr. is his ability to lead an offense. And I'm just not, we're getting to that point, man. We're really getting to that point. I don't think we're at that point quite yet. I think the point where I'm going to get worried is the end of January. If we're sitting here at the end of January and Kevin is still averaging what he's averaging, 12.4 points per game, 5.7 assists, 4 rebounds, shooting still below 40%, 3-point still below 40%, it might even still be below 30%. But you see what I'm getting at here. I can deal with turnovers. I can deal with turnovers, but the thing is, if you're not helping us win, which he was helping us win a couple of weeks ago, so keep that in mind. But I need to start seeing this be on a consistent basis. I can't have, my franchise starting point guard averaging 12.4 and 5 and 7. That's not gonna work for me. 12 and 6 for a cornerstone franchise point guard, that's not gonna happen for me. So that's a little bit more of my concern. The good news is, worst comes to worst, let's say KP either just has a horrible end to his season, or let's say there was like some actual issues and he got cut or traded from the Rockets, worst case scenario. The good news is this upcoming draft does have a good amount of guards, but I know a lot of us Rocket fans are looking for like Paolo. So, it's just a tough situation right now. We're just kind of still trying to figure it all out. I can't believe Christian Wood didn't want to play. I mean, it's just, it embarrasses me. It embarrasses me. I feel for Steven Silas right now and John Lucas that they have to deal with this. I feel for all the Houston Rocket players, veterans and youngies, all of our rookies who are thinking this is the guy we're looking up to. And then guys like Eric Gordon, Daniel Tice, DJ Augustine, who are probably sitting from afar and saying, I cannot wait to be done with this. It's just a weird situation. But for me, Christian Wood's done nothing for me this whole year. And, the last couple of weeks, just getting into arguments during the games. I can take it once, I can even take it twice. But when you refuse to sub into a game and you're breaking team rules, sounds like he's forcing his way out of Houston, which I guess you can't blame him when you think of the fact that he came here to play with Russell Westbrook, James Harden, PJ Tucker to try and win and compete for a championship. But who knows what's about to happen, man. I'm still wishing him the best of luck in his career. But as far as Houston goes, I'm anxiously awaiting his departure. That's it for today, guys. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, drop some comments down below on this situation, and I'll see you guys later.